why the Trudeau government was sleeping when Karima Baloch was killed. I know why Canada is not asking Pakistan that Pakistan is committing atrocities, killing people, and they are not asking because of the Baloch gold. Canada is looting our gold, and Punjabi army is killing our people.
We are seriously concerned and also disappointed that the Canadian Prime Minister has come up with all these baseless accusations against one of the largest democracies in the world.
Canadian government has raised the voice for a Sikh who died in Canada. Our demand is why the Trudeau government was sleeping when Karima Baloch was killed. And Karima Baloch did not get the justice. And my question to Trudeau, I know why Canada is not asking Pakistan that Pakistan is committing atrocities, killing people, and they are not asking because of the Baloch gold. The Canada is a partner of Pakistani Punjabi army to loot and plunder the gold of Balochistan. The Barrick Gold, which is a Canadian company, is ready to loot and plunder the other resources also, but they made a contract with the Punjabi army. Baloch resources must not be looted. We are here to tell the United Nations that Canada is looting our gold and Punjabi army is killing our people, because if anybody raised their voice, he is abducted, he is disappeared, and thousands of people are disappeared in Balochistan. Now they are trying to control the whole Balochistan with the death squads. The death squads are free to do whatever they want to do because they are created by the Punjabi army. We want the Punjabi army to be out of Balochistan. They have no business to be in Balochistan. When Pakistan was created, Balochistan was not a part of Pakistan. Balochistan is not Pakistan. And Pakistan army is not civilized. And the Pakistani Punjabi politicians in connection with the Punjabi army, they are loot and plunder of the wealth of the Sindhis, the wealth of Kashmiris, the wealth of Pashtun, the wealth of Baloch. This must be stopped. We want the United States of America stop feeding them. Enough is enough. As long as Pakistan exists, all these nationalities will be suppressed, killed ruthlessly. America is a champion of democracy, human rights. We are also human beings. They should look in Balochistan and send a mission to Balochistan and find out what Pakistan army is doing. Pakistan cannot sustain. Pakistan cannot feed itself. They are feeding Pakistan army with the gold of Balochistan. We want the army, the barbarian army, to be out of Balochistan so that we are going to use our own resources. We are the richest people on that land. And look at the condition of people of Balochistan, even not getting enough water. And thousands of Baloch are under the army camps, torture camps. When the United Nations is going to wake up?
We in the Baloch Human Rights Council are actually closely monitoring these developments in Canada. We are seriously concerned and also disappointed that the Canadian Prime Minister has come up with all these baseless accusations against one of the largest democracies in the world. And we heard the Canadian Prime Minister talk about democracy, rule-based order, and the robust legal and justice system in Canada. But all these talks were missing when it came to the murder case of Karima Baloch. So the Karima Baloch, she was one of the Baloch leaders who had fled Pakistan to seek refuge in Canada. She was living there as a refugee, and when she was murdered, the Canadian authorities rather than investigating her murder case, concluded her case within the 48 hours and said that there was no foul play suspected. This was despite the fact that her family had clearly and continuously had conveyed their concerns that Karima was receiving threats from the Pakistani authorities, and she was in serious threat of being harmed in Canada. And it happened actually, and she was murdered on the Canadian soil. But the Canadian authorities did not pay any heed to their concerns, and they did not even consider these concerns of Karima's family while investigating Karima's murder case. And not only her family but the entire Baloch nation awaits justice, and we demand the Canadian authorities to provide justice